I have started my meetings yesterday from the very morning, and the main goal to come here is, of course, to meet as many important people as possible, because the annual meetings and the spring meetings are the best occasion to meet everybody around the world in one place. So, but especially it's important for Poland to talk to international financial organizations like World Bank, like IFC, like IMF, to discuss the Polish economy, Polish situation, but also projects which are realized in Poland. For nowadays, for Poland, the most important issue is to keep economic growth and to provide security. And by security, I mean defense capabilities, increasing of defense capabilities, but not only. A very important one, to build energy security. So green transition, infrastructure, digitalization, this is very important. And also support for Ukrainian refugees and support for Ukraine. So another goal of our meeting here is to support Ukraine. Yesterday, Ukrainian roundtable of Friends of Ukraine, very important meetings, and also my meeting with Minister Sergei Marchenko on the status, let's say, of our cooperation and situation in Ukraine.
Yeah, well, I've spoken to a lot of members of and leaders from multi-development banks, so MDBs, and they talk about the focus of the world right now on Ukraine and on providing assistance to Ukraine, be it economic, be it military, also via sanctions. We spoke to the EU Commissioner earlier on today as well. What more type of assistance do you think is needed?
It's everything you have said. For Poland, it is especially important, being a border country with Ukraine and being a main logistic hub, really, for any kind of support, military support, humanitarian aid support, and also export ways of grain, of crops, of other materials from Ukraine to Europe and to other countries, especially African countries. It is very important. Geopolitical location, geographical location of Poland is very important, and so every aspect of this help is really necessary for Ukraine to win this war. But at the very moment, it is very necessary to keep the macro financial stability and stability of finances of budget of Ukraine. So I mean, by that I mean, of course, ability of Ukraine to help to pay social payments to people, to pay for their work, for soldiers, to fight, for nurses, for teachers, but also to think about quick reconstruction, which is needed to keep the critical infrastructure going and businesses going, because the workplaces, the jobs are necessary for Ukraine.
Did you get the sense that the support from the West is as strong as it was a couple of months ago, or do you get the feeling that there are other issues that are moving to the forefront and what's at the top of Western leaders' minds right now?
I feel this sense of solidarity, and it is still there. And this is really good news that the leaders, the countries, which are friends of Ukraine, they really feel that this combat, this fight they fight is for all of us, for democracy, for values, and there were strong declarations yesterday that we, other countries, friends of Ukraine, we are with Ukraine till the end, Of course, there are other challenges. We are all on our minds. We have inflation, we have energy security, we have other issues which are important for the world, so climate change, also the debt issues of the very indebted countries. These are really some factors which are also banking sector. This worries us also, but still Ukraine is one of the top
players. Talk to me about the impact the war has had on the Polish economy. You talked about refugees, you talked about the energy crisis that obviously has impacted all of European nations as well, but how has it particularly affected Poland? Because you are very much in the eye of the storm, very close. to what's been happening?
Yes, fortunately, Poland has quite solid fundamentals of our economy. We have very competitive companies, and we quite well survived the COVID-19 pandemic. The economy rebuilt very quickly, so we also have gained quite a lot of trust of investors, and the level of FDI investments in Poland is quite high. This is due to the fact that we are seen as a secure country because we are the member of European Union, we are the NATO member, and as I said, our economy is very resilient. So of course we are feeling the effects of the war via inflation, let's say, which is imported in much level, and which affects not only Poland but other countries. But there is also another side of the story of the war and of the effects. Ukrainian refugees, we not only help them, but they are also working in Poland. We have created new almost 800,000 posts, job posts. So they are also adding to our economy. But of course, the effects of the war are still there because of the engagement of our economy, also in helping Ukraine, in bearing the costs.